So yes. So impeding wheels. You can love someone and care about them to such an extent to where you can hinder their growth. My mama always did this for me. My daddy always did this for me. But but now I don't know how to do it for myself. And they did it for me because they love me. But if they really loved you, how could they have you out here not knowing how to do nothing, where to go, where to turn, how to do nothing without them? So you basically a grown adult, but you don't you basically you might as well be a child because you don't know how to do nothing. I needed my car fixed, man. My daddy fixed it for me. I never found out how to fix a car. Well, you think? Well, this is how children should be raised. This is how a child should be raised. Daddy, daddy, I broke my toy. Daddy, I broke my bike wheel. Daddy, can you fix it for me? No, no, I won't fix it for you, son. But I'll do you one better. I'll show you how to fix it. That way, anytime you ever need your bike fixed and nobody around to help you, you know how to do it. Daddy, my car broke down. All kind of stuff wrong. I need new brakes. I need a new tire on the back wheel. You think you can do it for me, Daddy? I'll pay you. Nope, nope. I don't want your money. I'll do you one better. I'm gonna show you how to put on new wheels. I'm gonna show you how to put on new wheels. I'm gonna show you how to do brakes. I'm gonna show you how to fix on your car. That way, whenever you need it done and nobody around, you gonna know how to do it. This is also a way for you to save money. You ain't gotta call no maintenance man. You ain't gotta call no car mechanic or nothing. You ain't gotta spend thousands of dollars on something that I could have taught you how to do, but I didn't. You know why? Because I said I care about you so much and I love you so much, and I said I'd do it for you. Inadvertently hindering your growth. Inadvertently hindering your potential. Inadvertently hindering you as a being. A righteous act of helping someone, of doing something for someone, if you care about them or don't, it is not always a act of righteousness. It could be that way to you, but in reality, it's an act of hindering another being. It's an act of not allowing someone to evolve and grow within a certain experience because you want to do it for them. That's like your child got homework and he bring homework every day and he take it to you and you do it and he just turn it in. So when it come test time and he in school and he got a test and he can't take the test home, he ain't gonna know how to do nothing. And the teacher gonna be like, you got a F on this test, but I don't know how. Like, I looked at all your homework and stuff. You always get A+ on your homework. It's all you always answer the right questions. It seemed like you knew how to add and subtract and read and all your homework. But when it came to the test, I know. When it came to the test, he failed. He failed because he was supposed to go through certain experiences in his life to help him grow and evolve. But in those experiences, they was taken from him and he was hindered. And so I realized it's not always good. If you see somebody out on a homeless person out on the street and they cold, right? I know somebody might care about it. Somebody might care for them. So, hey sir, sir, would you like a cover? Sir, would you like some food or anything? And there's some homeless people out there who be like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. There's some people out there who still might try to push it on. Are you sure you homeless? So just because he homeless, you don't think he probably more happier than you. You think just because you got money and car and all this stuff, he just can't be as happy as you. I can assure you he is. Yeah, you got money, but you always got people calling your phone and asking for something too. You always got to do this and pay for that and pay for this and yeah, you got money, but as soon as you done paying for all this and doing that and paying your rent and doing and tricking it off on this and that, you back broke just like a homeless person. You got to go back to work to get that money back again. So you see what I'm saying? So he got peace. He don't have money. He don't have the materialistic, but he has what materialistic money can't buy. He has peace, inner tranquility. Those are divine aspects. This material is an illusion. It's all an illusion. All it does is lure you away from cultivating your soul and cultivating yourself and cultivating wisdom to take into the next life. So when you get here, it's all about materialistic. Why do you think you can't take none of it when you die? It's showing you right there literally in your face. This stuff does not matter. It doesn't. It only matters because you make it matter. If $50 was really worth $50, how can you rip it up and it'd be worth nothing now? If something truly had value, I don't care if you broke it into 1,000,000 pieces. If it has true value, each of those tiny 1,000,000-piece fragments gonna be still as valuable as if it was whole. You think a solid a pure gold solid bar. You think if you broke that in half or broke it into 1,000,000 pieces, you think it's completely just worthless now? Nigga, each gold nug gonna be like 5, 10, 13K. Because it has true value. It's truly valuable. It truly is worth something. Y'all fighting over money and money that as soon as you rip it one time, it's worth nothing now. That tells you that it's not truly worth nothing to begin with. It shouldn't matter what you do to this money. You can rip it, tear it, chop it into 1,000,000 pieces. Each one of those 1,000,000 pieces should still be worth something. How come it ain't? Y'all, people fight over, hey, you did this to my girl, you did this to my baby mama. Bro, before you was with her, before she was your girl, she was your baby mama, she was many people girl. She was many people baby mama. So how can she be yours? How can you be upset over someone who wholeheartedly, before you, there was many people. She was many people's. In a relationship, you should be able to cheat all you want because there's no such thing as cheating. You come down here to life, you come down here to this physical to experience life. This is why you come down here to this physical. And I'm going to tell you why it's temporary. It's temporary because when you come to this physical, all you are here to do is gain experience, gain wisdom and knowledge, and cultivate that through all your experience in life. Whether it's good experience you've experienced or bad experience, it don't matter. You're supposed to take everything you've experienced and learned and cultivate it into wisdom and knowledge to take into the afterlife. What Bob Marley say? Wisdom is better than silver and gold. To the bridge, yeah. Or where there's a will, there's always a way. That's why you come down here. That's why it's temporary. Because you're not supposed to be here for that long. You're not gonna be here for that long. That's why it's temporary. Because you're not gonna be here that long. Most people live to roughly about what? 80, 90 years, and then you out of here. You're not gonna be here that long. So you're supposed to get here, get experience, get wisdom, attain what you need before you check out. That's what you're supposed to do. Yet, this earth has become a playing ground to where people can't even grow and cultivate wisdom and experience things on their own without people impeding in that, without people robbing them of an experience to cultivate wisdom and see things from a higher perspective, change their life in ways. I love you though. I care about you. That's why I didn't want you to experience what you was going to experience. Even though it would have been bad, there is no good or bad. There just is. That's how the eyes of God see things. He don't see good and bad. There just is. It just is. Somebody from Italy or French will come over here and one of the Americans can cuss at them and say something to them. They'll just look at you crazy. Because they don't even understand what you're saying. They don't even understand this language. But you so-called was being bad to them, right? You so-called was being negative to them, right? How come they didn't take it that way then? How come they looked at me like I said all nice words to them? Because they don't even know what you're saying. But it's inadvertently showing you that even bad experiences are not bad. It's all on your perspective on how you look at them. I've heard many dudes go to jail and everybody say that's a bad experience, right, man? I went to jail, man. Woo, man. Woo. I heard many people in jail say that they went to jail and it changed their life. This dude went to jail, and if he didn't go to jail that day, he would have been shot the next day. If he didn't go to jail. So you see that as a bad experience, but inadvertently you don't even know that was something good for you. There is no good or bad. It's all a perception on how you see it. It just is. There is no good or bad. It just is. And when I say just is, that means it's just how you see it. A perspective. If you see good, then that's what it is then. If you see bad, then that's what it is then. But if you just see, if it's just what it is, that's operating in a God mind. A God is totally neutral. He don't see good. He don't see bad. He's totally neutral. It just is. I know you love him. I know you love her. But if you would have allowed her to go to that experience that you didn't want them to experience, if you would allow him to build his own bike, if you would allow him if you would have said, no, I'm going to show you how to get up on top of the refrigerator and get it yourself. If you would have stopped saying, I'll do it for you, instead of saying, I'll show you how to do it. If you would stop saying, I care about you and I love you, don't go there. Instead say, I care about you and I love you. But guess what? Go ahead, because you have free will. And I will not impede on your experience. Because although I might care about you and love you, and although I know if you go to this place, something bad can happen or something good can happen. So what? You need that experience. You need to, people go through, the people who've been through the most worst shit on the planet, they become successful in things and have a testament to tell about it. So if you look at it that way, bad experiences aren't bad at all, are they? Yeah, you went through them, but many people went through all kind of shit, bad shit in their life, and now they successful, millionaires, better life. So were those experiences really bad? No. They were stepping stones. They were experiences for you to gain wisdom and cultivate knowledge on how to move, on how to see things, on how to operate in this life and this physical. Yeah, I went through a lot of bad shit. And guess what? Now I know how to be successful. Now I know what rooms not to go in. Now I know when to speak. Now I know how to move with these certain people. Now I know how to do this. Now I know how to do that. Yeah, it seemed like it was all bad. But the adverse effects, the results of it all is greatness. People who've been through the worst shit, broken down so much, so many bad experiences, right? So many bad experiences. They become to be great people. That's the hero's journey. All in the movies, the heroes had to be broken down, right? They got things taken from them, stripped from them, had a hard life. And then they turn out to go on this journey, and they become to find themselves, know themselves, find their purpose, and they become great. That's the hero's journey. You must go through things. You must experience them to gain wisdom, to cultivate knowledge and wisdom. If I'm keeping you from experiences, good or bad, just because I love you or care about you, I'm hindering your growth as a being. Don't matter if I care about you. I should care about you and love you enough to still even let you experience that, because I know it will help you grow in a way. Even if something bad happened to you and you might be traumatized, it's going to awaken something in you. You're going to start moving a different way. See, if I would have let you go to that place, you probably would have got shot. And yeah, you probably would have got shot. But guess what? You probably would have stopped. That you getting shot would have probably traumatized you so much, you would have stopped hanging out with people like that. You would have stopped being in energies and circles and crowds like that. Now, from that very traumatic, so-called traumatic, bad experience on its own, now you begin to shape your life for your greatest good. That man I was telling y'all about in the movie who healed the dude's leg. If that dude who with the broken leg was probably supposed to go inspire somebody else in their life. That dude with that broken leg was supposed to go around the corner with his little scooter, and a little boy, some little teenager, some little children was supposed to see his leg like that. Because that would have awoken something in them children, sparked something in them children. Just experience. To say, damn, like, you know how powerful experience is? One experience, a word from someone, a picture from something, a certain area you around. It all could change your life in a split second from just one experience alone, good or bad. That dude was supposed to go around the corner for some other children to see him, for them children to awaken something in their head and be like, damn, man, I want to be a soccer player. I want to be a soccer player, and man, my leg strained. And you know what? If I didn't see this dude, cause I'm a strong-willed person. I'm something like Michael Jordan. Even if my leg was sprained, I was still gonna play in that game because I wanted to be there and help my teammates. I don't care if I was hurt. I was gonna show them I'm resilient, powerful, and be there still with them and fight through it. But if I didn't see that, and guess what? He probably would have went there, all good intentions. I just want to help my people still. I just want to show them I'm powerful. Yeah, my leg sprained, but me and my team, we gonna do this. He probably would have went there, all good intentions for his team, tore his whole ACL, tore his whole leg. Now he end up like the dude in the wheelchair. But instead he's seen that dude and he say, man, you know what? Just off the look of seeing him, it awoken something in him. Dude probably just rolling past in the wheelchair, didn't say nothing, but the little boy just probably looked at him and it awoken something like, you know what? I was gonna do that, and I really want to be a soccer player. I want to be a great one day. And I know I just want to go be there for my team and show them that I'm still strong and I'm still gonna be there in this game, even though I'm my ACL, because that's the kind of person I am. That wouldn't be smart though for me. That wouldn't be smart. And you know what? I'm sure my teammates wouldn't even care if I still didn't play. I'm sure they would be flattered by, the thought of me still wanting to do it. But I'm sure they still wouldn't care. He would be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna play in that game. No, because that wouldn't be smart. I'm not even going to play in the game. I'm not. Just off the experience of seeing. But guess what? That ain't happened. Because guess what? Remember I told y'all the dude healed his leg? The dude healed his leg. You think you're doing a righteous act of good to this person. But you inadvertently stop this person from going into someone else's life path to show them something. That's the strings of fate. His fate was to be the kind of person he was in his life, all for him to be humbled by a broken leg, all for him to one day just be out and about roll past the little children, all for that to shape that child's fate in his life, for the good or bad. We are all inadvertently, we all are inadvertently coexisting and co-creating each other's life all around us every day. I don't care if I never seen you a day in my life. Something I did could still probably have a residual effect somewhere on you throughout the world. And you don't think so because I'm nowhere near you. I'm miles and miles and state to state away from you. But there's a chain reaction. I did something and inadvertently caused this. And it may have helped that person, but that person was, if I didn't mess with that person was going to in turn help another person who needed to help him. But now I impeded on the wheel of strings of fate. Now I shaped his destiny and then inadvertently shaping another person's destiny to where it wasn't even supposed to be. All because I tried, it was an act of righteousness though, right? I just wanted to help. Right? Right? But no. And so yeah, y'all understand that. Y'all take that in. An act of righteousness is not always an act of righteousness. Because even if it's an act of righteousness, good or bad, you will cause a domino effect, a chain reaction of people's fates in their life, their destiny, their strings of fate, how their life was supposed to go, how their life path was supposed to go and turn out. You could inadvertently change that for them. Then that could have an adverse effect on you. And you don't even know. All because you just tried to help, though. The best way to help someone is to allow them to help themselves. I don't care if they hurting. I don't care if they broke. I don't care if they ain't got a job. I don't care if they in such a low state. I don't care if you see a baby crying on the street. I don't care if a baby lost in the middle of a store and he don't know where his parents is. Don't touch that child. Don't walk up to him and ask him, "Will you want me to help you find your parents?" No. Because yeah, you might help that child find his parents, but what if you didn't help that child find his parents? What if you didn't help that child find his parents, and he was, "Hey, can somebody help me? Somebody help me." What if you didn't come up to him and help? That child probably would have walked throughout the store somewhere, probably walked out the store somewhere, went somewhere to try to find his parents, and inadvertently ended up in some kind of destination because he's trying to find his parents. So he going to all different places searching. What if he inadvertently ended up in a place with some people, or a certain experience, or a certain vibe, and to where it began to spin the wheels of his destiny from that very thing alone, from that very moment alone, from that very experience alone, set in motion how his life would turn out from there on in. Now you think that's so small, man? All I did was help him find his parents, man. That can't shape it, but it did. It don't matter. It could be an act of righteousness so small. The ripple effect will be great. You ever threw a tiny pebble into the water? Yeah, the pebble tiny. And yeah, when that splash go in there, that you hear that little doop. But then do you see the ripples effect that wave out after that? The ripple effect go way out them, like damn, all that huge ripple effect from just tossing that little stone in the water? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so y'all can thank my y'all can thank the goddess for this video. Impeding wheels is impeding destinies. Hindering the progress and spiritual growth of a being. The best, if you truly have divine love for someone, the best way to help them is to is to allow them to help themselves. Don't even show them how to help themselves. They have to ask you for it. They have free will. Even if you know it's somebody who can't talk, he can't even ask for help though. Primordial being, he can't even ask for help. So what? That mean his fate is not to even be helped. His fate before he died is probably to help 5 other people in the world. Then he gone. But you inadvertently helped this boy in a way to where now, yeah, you helped him, but he here for way longer than 5 days now, and he didn't help them 5 people who he needed to help. And those 5 people was probably supposed to help somebody else just off the experience of how he brung to them, and they awakened something in them, and that awakened something in them, and they was supposed to go around somewhere and do something and go somewhere, and for someone to just see them out the corner of their eye or something to experience that and awaken something in them. It's like a domino effect. Boom, 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 boom. But look, the domino are supposed to fall on their own. They either supposed to get back up, stand up, or fall on their own. You are not supposed to push their domino. You are not supposed to pick their domino back up if it falls. If they ask you, then you can help them because they have free will. They had the free will to ask for help or not. They ask for help. Now you can go help them without taking away their free will, because even if you help someone in a nice, kind gesture, act of righteousness, right, you still have taken away their free will. I don't care. Even if they ain't got a mouth to even ask you for help, and you know they can't, you still took away their free will. You did. You did. You still now inadvertently hindered them in a way to where this was supposed to happen to them, so they could see things in a different perspective and gain some kind of wisdom from that, gain some kind of experience and see things in a whole new perspective. All because you healed them, though. Act of righteousness. Now you hindered something much greater. You act of righteousness inadvertently became a act of even greater devastation for that person. It did. So that's why I want that's the message for today. That's the message for today. Yeah, the download came to me from the ancestor. I was sitting here and I was just watching the TV show The Flash, and it just popped in my head. It just came to me, and I instantly grabbed my phone and my recording key and got to speaking. So peace to y'all.